South Korea plane crash. Tragedy strikes Jeju Air Flight date, December 28, 2024. A tragic plane crash involving a Jeju Air flight has left South Korea reeling. Authorities confirm that all except 2 of the 181 passengers and crew are presumed dead, marking one of the nation's deadliest aviation disasters in recent memory. The following provides a summary of the events and ongoing updates on this unfolding tragedy. Crash details. Jeju Air Flight 372, en route from Seoul's Gimpo International Airport to Jeju Island, lost communication with air traffic control shortly before 10:30 p.m. local time. The plane is believed to have gone down in the waters off South Korea's southern coast. According to initial reports, weather conditions in the area were poor, with heavy rain and strong winds potentially contributing to the crash. Eyewitness accounts from fishing boats in the region described a fiery explosion followed by debris scattering into the sea. Search and rescue operations. Emergency response teams were deployed immediately after the crash. The South Korean Coast Guard, Navy, and local search teams have launched extensive recovery efforts in the presumed crash zone, but operations have been hindered by turbulent weather and strong ocean currents. Rescuers have confirmed the recovery of 2 survivors, a 32-year-old woman and a 7-year-old boy, both found clinging to floating debris. Both are receiving medical treatment and are reported to be in stable condition. Authorities have yet to identify the deceased as recovery efforts continue. Investigation underway. The cause of the crash remains unclear. South Korea's Aviation and Railway Accident Investigation Board (ARAI) has commenced a full investigation, with assistance from international aviation experts. Key priorities include the recovery of the plane's black box and cockpit voice recorder to determine the events leading up to the tragedy. Jeju Air, one of South Korea's leading budget carriers, expressed its condolences to the victims and their families. The airline has grounded its fleet of Boeing 737-800 aircraft as a precautionary measure, pending further investigation. Global reaction. The international community has expressed solidarity with South Korea during this difficult time. Leaders from neighboring countries, including Japan and China, offered condolences and support for recovery operations. Aviation safety organizations have urged airlines operating in the region to review safety protocols, particularly in adverse weather conditions. Families of the victims. Authorities have set up a crisis center at Gimpo International Airport to provide information and support to the families of those on board. Counselors and volunteers are assisting grieving relatives as they await updates. A vigil is planned for later this evening, with hundreds expected to gather in both Seoul and Jeju Island to honor the lives lost.